unification match. It will be held under Raven's rules. Introducing first, he's from Boston, Massachusetts, Saturn.
Well, we start out with what we think is going to be a great grudge match here at Bash of the Beach. Saturn will come out to face a man that he has considered a very close friend for many, many years, but a friendship like today that's been severed.
Well, the crux of this rivalry, Tony, revolves around Saturn's reluctance to conform to the sheep-like mentality that is the trademark of being a flock member. He never considered himself a flock member. Raven used him as a henchman. Saturn always considered himself on an equal to Raven.
Back we go to David Pinzer one more time.
His opponent is the leader of the flock. He's from the Bowery, Raven.
Brain Mike said it was a sheep-like mentality, and truly, Raven has had his followers, his flock, but it wasn't too long ago that Saturn let him know that, hey, I'm not a follower, I'm not a member of the flock, I am your friend, a friendship that is no longer.
Well, Raven's a lot like Hogan. He uses people. He has no friends. He's his only friend, and I doubt if he trusts himself.
Raven comes out with the flock, and here we go, this opening bout at Bash of the Beach, where later on tonight, you can just feel the excitement here tonight as Hollywood Hogan and Dennis Rodman will square off later on against Diamond Dallas Page and the mailman Karl Malone. These two men, though, waste no time to get it going. You know, we talk so much that when Raven wrestles, it's Raven rules. I'm sure that's what Saturn wants because he's using everything but the ring early on in this matchup.
Well, as we've seen in past matchups between these two, they're not afraid to go out to the floor. They're not afraid to use steel chairs, the steel ring posts, the steel guardrails, tables, anything that's not nailed down at ringside. Very appropriately, Raven's rules for this matchup.
Well, you want to talk about Raven's rules. Look at it right now. It's like Saturn rules this match from the beginning.
Saturn, a front chancery to pick him up and shoot him into the safety rail. Oh, my goodness. Safety rail once again. Did you see with what force the man hit that safety rail that time? And, well, it's amazing that Raven can even roll around using the shirt now to choke Raven, and Saturn going ballistic. You wonder sometimes about bad blood, the intensity in some of these matches we have for you, and how many times athletes want to either win or they just want to settle a score. It appears to me that Saturn is not worrying about a 1, 2, or 3. He's worrying about taking Raven down a few notches here.
Oh, excellent recovery that time by Saturn. Slipped off the top rope. Just momentarily regained his senses and laid him out with a drop kick.
This is probably the best time Raven's ever had. He's had his tail kick for the last 3 or 4 minutes. He's having a heck of a time at the beach.
We have seen on many occasions great drop toe hold by Saturn. On many occasions, Raven in the clutches of many holds, and then the close-up would show a smile across his face. You're right. So Raven may be enjoying this, but I'm sure Saturn is as well. Into the midsection. Here's a gut wrench. Picked up over the top. Good move. Saturn lateral press, but there you go. Didn't want to make a 3 count. Didn't want to try to get the press that time, even though Nick Patrick was down. Just pounding away on the forehead here.
Another thing, he's not wearing his customary jeans, Saturn, and those old dirty ripped shirts like the rest of the members of the flock. He wants everyone to know, I'm not a member of the flock.
Yeah, he wants to distance himself from that memory of ever being associated with the flock. It's been an on-again, off-again relationship that is now out the window.
You want to distance yourself? Oh! Just take a bath.
That would do it. Nobody home on that one as Saturn hit the base of his spine. He's hit very hard that time. We are at the Cox Arena, San Diego State, here in the gorgeous city of San Diego, California, where the reception for WCW has been incredible. Well, the reception of WCW has been incredible the entire week. And a big night last night, or a big night on Friday night when we were in the Forum in Los Angeles, California, with a near sellout crowd there. And here tonight, Raven has found a chair underneath the ring.
That's a table, Tony.
Yeah, it's a chair masquerading as a table here at Bash at the Beach. And he's going to set it up, and obviously he's going to have something in store for Saturn. Now he's got some help from Riggs.
You ever been to Tony's house for dinner? They eat off chairs.
Well, we have seen him use
sit on the
chairs.
tables. They have no furniture at all. A couple blow-up bean bags, that's about it.
Would you like to go ahead and just do your whole routine right here? Okay, up on top. Oh! Straddling the top rope. And watch out. That was a great move that time. Incredibly, Raven rolled underneath the ropes, and Saturn hit hard on the floor.
Saturn committed himself when he got up in the air. That allowed Raven to roll out of the way, and Saturn just crashed and burned on the floor.
Who is stalking him out there? Is that Riggs?
Yeah, I believe it is Riggs.
Lodi around ringside with his signs as well.
Well,
He's got strength in numbers.
He's got 3 eyes looking at him.
That's what he's got.
Oh!
Holy smokes, a Russian leg sweep. And I think that may have knocked, I think Saturn's out. Said that I think Saturn is severely injured here. Nick Patrick is checking with Saturn. Raven tries to get to his feet. I don't think Saturn, and I may be premature here, but I'm not so sure he can continue that. He hit very hard, back of his head to top of the safety rail.
Almost a whip-like effect as he went head first into that steel guardrail. Absolutely no room there for him to move at all. Rolls him back in. Should be an easy cover. Feet on the ropes even, too.
No.
Got the shoulder up.
Well, a tribute to the toughness of one Saturn to even still be in this thing, even to roll up on one elbow that time. And Raven sees an opportunity here, and he goes to the back of the head. Well, the excitement about this night amplified 100 times by what went down on Monday night when we were in the Georgia Dome, Atlanta, and Goldberg became the heavyweight champion of the world. And thus what we thought would be a tag team match with Goldberg and Kevin Green against the Giant and Kurt Hennig now become 2 singles matches, the latter of which Goldberg will have his first major title defense against Kurt Hennig here tonight. We've got a sleeper hold by Raven.
And Saturn trying to fight, possibly make his way to the ropes, but you can see that Raven has him hooked in the middle of the ring. Nice move to counter it, backed him up into the corner.
And he's got him again in that sleeper hold.
Keeps the sleeper hold on. There you go. Oh, boy, jawbreaker and a great move. Now who can get up? Amazing these men are even moving here. And this has all happened in a very short span. Throws him back to the corner. Oh, boy. A second win now by Saturn. And Saturn, a rapid-fire kick, side of the head. Spins around, gets him in the shoulder, cuts it with that one.
Just part of that multi-dimensional offense that Saturn brings to the ring. A series of different suplexes. Those kicks in the corner. He can brawl with the best. He can do it all.
But you better remember one thing. The flock is around ringside. And they're watching him just like he should be watching them.
Dare I say that's a table?
No, that's a chair.
Thank you. That's a chair. I knew that. I was just testing your brain. He gets the chair in the ring. And rails away on Raven. Oh, my. With purpose.
Oh, springboards back into a leg drop and lands with all of his 250 pounds on top of that chair.
This is it.
2 and no. Fans here. The sellout crowd counting with him. The referee that time, but Raven had kicked away. They kick away just to get more punishment, Mike.
Well, especially as far as Raven's concerned, and he's very familiar with that steel chair that Saturn has brought into the ring. On so many occasions, we've seen Raven use it to his best advantage. Now it's Saturn in control. Well, momentarily.
Yeah, there's Lodi and Riggs.
And there's Saturn dumping both of them.
That's a unique double suplex.
Oh, goodness.
Went for a springboard off the chair and nailed the official. Referee Nick Patrick in the corner. Nick Patrick is down and out.
He got him right square in the face. See, he doesn't care if Nick Patrick's out, if he's awake or anything. He just wants to get his hands on Raven.
And it is Raven's rule, so anything goes.
Anything goes.
Now, we firmly established that at the beginning of the matchup that it was Raven's rules, and here they go again, continuing. That was the point of the steps for the Bulldog.
Absolutely no give to those steel steps, and he took him face first. And now what's he doing?
Looking for a monkey wrench or something. Another table.
Another, just happened to be another table there, and oh my, this does not look good. Saturn making sure the table is secure. What does he have in mind here?
It doesn't look good for Raven.
Raven tries to get back up. Saturn tries to buy himself some time, I guess, by putting Raven on a table. and then put a table on top of Raven.
Oh, he's got the double table stack.
A Raven sandwich.
Yeah, Raven sandwiched in the middle.
To go.
They are standing in San Diego. Canyon comes out.
Wait a minute, Canyon. Oh, why would Canyon save Raven?
I can't answer that.
Probably because he wants a piece of Saturn himself.
Or even Raven himself.
Or maybe Raven.
Who knows what's going through their minds?
I think what happened there literally was he saved Raven's life is what happened.
So he can take it away right now.
He
Look
raises
at that.
Yeah,
Oh, gave him the flatliner. Face first into the steel chair.
You're exactly right, Brian. He wanted Raven all for himself.
Where is Saturn, though?
Saturn's still under a table somewhere. I do believe Raven's down in the ring.
What about Nick Patrick? Is he still out?
Nick trying to get to his feet. Riggs rolls in Saturn. He rolls in Saturn, and we got a cover 1, 2.
No!
He kicked out.
Can you believe that?
Unbelievably, this match is still going on.
As long as there's furniture and as long as they still have any breath in their bodies, it's going to go on.
Raven drop toe hold. Saturn put the hands up, but still crashed head on into the chair. Cover 1, 2, and Saturn kicks out again. We are seeing not only men who can brawl and can fight, but certainly can take a beating. Standing side kick onto the chair, onto the head, a cover, and Riggs has come in to pull off and make a save here. He picks him up. Could be the Death Valley driver. Oh yeah!
One-way trip to the desert for Riggs with the Death Valley driver. Oh, DDT, the even flow.
That gave him the opening with that even flow. 1 and 2.
Kick out.
Can he? No, he couldn't kick out that time. And I tell you,
Well, they pulled it all out.
you're not kidding. You knew the winner of this bout would be a survivor. And in the end, the survivor, even though he doesn't look like it, is Raven with the even flow. And it was a case of, once again, back to the flock. Too many men involved. And Raven gets his hand raised by Nick Patrick, who's just, I mean, their bodies everywhere. Referees, members of the flock, combatants. And here it went down one more time, Bobby Marine.
Saturn comes off that chair, but he misses his target, which was Raven, and gets Nick Patrick right square in the mush. There's Canyon in. Thought he was going to help somebody. I don't know who, but he did it. He nailed Raven face first onto that chair. And there you see Saturn taking Riggs out. There was so much action. Then this is only the first match. You see Raven there, right there, dropped Saturn right on his head. And I don't know who's the winner. Didn't look like anybody could have won this match. But there is a winner, and it's Raven. Wow.
Bodies everywhere, and as rough and rugged of a matchup as you'll ever find for an opening bout at Badger Beach. And we take you back to Mean Gene decked out in white.
All right, Tony, I don't know if you could see him carrying Raven.